First Life. This is Ivan Vedrov, Family First Life Universe, Chicago, Illinois. I'm going to be covering Home Mortgage Series by Americo today with you. There's 4 products. 2 of them we're not going to talk about, which is continuation product and the payment protection. So it's a little bit different kind, but underwriting is actually exactly the same. We're going to talk about the other 2 that's available for us to help people with, which is HMS 125, HMS 150. I love them both. It's our flagship product here with Family First Life. You can help a lot of people with that program. So, and applicability is, very wide. So if people ask you about life insurance, if you're marketing to your war market, so it's going to be a really good fit. People are going to like it. When it comes to mortgage protection, that's the number 1 product. And there's some applicability to final expense situations as well if a person's healthy. So, and when it comes to the cashback option, so you can definitely get the price down compared to the whole life policy. Have them pay for 20 years. I'm glad this option is now available pretty much nationwide. So, but let me dive into it. And HMS 125, HMS 150 can be a term, could be universal. When I'm talking to my clients, it's also it's usually it's either term or term with return of premium. I'm not trying to go deep to understand my clients what the universal plan is, so which cashback option is, but I'm not going that deep. I don't want to confuse anybody. Confused people do nothing. So, and I just simply tell them it's going to be a term with return of premium and living benefits. Okay, so, and that's what this really is. I don't even remember when I sold something without cashback, unless it's a specific type of situation where the person's over 60. And now I know America did some changes this summer. So before, in the state where I'm at primarily, there was only 30-year return of premium option, and if the person is a smoker, a person could not get a return of premium product past age 50. If the person's non-smoker, that person could not get a return of premium product for 30 years past age 55. Now, I think it's everywhere. Came on the East Coast, came here to Illinois, that we have options for 15, 20, 25, and 30-year return of premium. So, which not a whole lot of other companies do, and I think no other company has a 25-year return of premium with a simplified issue term product and living benefits. So really what separates this product apart is the fact that it does have both living benefits and return of premium. So the way it works is the HMS 125, what it stands for, it stands for 25% of additional accidental coverage. HMS 150 has additional 50% of accidental coverage on top. It's extremely valuable to younger people, all to older as well, but I think, like, statistically more of younger people die in the car crashes, so it's almost no-brainer for them to get a HMS 150. Plus the prices, the product is just priced right for younger crowd for HMS 150, so that's the one I'm usually going with if I'm talking to 20, 30-year-old. So, and it does have living benefits, terminal, chronic, and critical. Critical being heart attack, stroke, cancer, major organ failure like kidney failure, and mental incapacity, things of that nature. So in this case, America pays 100%. So America does charge $250 processing fee if you're accelerating that benefit. At the same time, they also pay 100% on terminal and chronic. Terminal, you all know, it's with America, they define it as person who will not survive past 24 months, and according to their doctor. And chronic illness is such that will prevent you from doing 2 out of 6 activities of daily living. This is all covered with America. So, and it builds a huge value with clients because, life insurance can only do so much. And I always talk about living benefits more than I talk to people about death. So, and they know, they've seen people struggling from cancer. They've seen people, having heart attacks, just like the last client I sat with last night. her dad just died of the heart attack. So for them, it was a no-brainer to get this coverage for her husband, because some people do survive after heart attacks. So, anyways, uh, so that this is all included, as well as you have options to include the cashback. Again, uh, what you have available now is the options for 15, 20, 25, and 30 years return of premium. Tremendous value there. People love the product. So there's a lot of optional riders. The only one I include always with all my sales is waiver of premium. Waiver of premium builds a ton of value as well. So no one wants to lose the policy if somebody's not able to pay for it due to loss of the job or due to some kind of disability. So with Americo, if you include waiver of premium, if you go on the quoting software, you will see that you're able to add that rider, so it doesn't cost a lot, it costs a couple dollars. And what it does, it actually waives the premium on the policy for up to 6 months if the insured suffered from disability or lost a job. So in that case, they don't have to worry about keeping the policy, because, as we all know, life insurance gets kicked aside as soon as the situation gets tough. So this rider builds not only a ton of value, but it truly does help people keep the policies, and the policies stay in the books, and it's good for you as an agent, so your persistence is higher. So, as far as applicability goes, I touched in the beginning that you can also use this product for people, I want to say 50 to 60. If the person's older, you definitely could not use this product for final expense. But at the end of the day, you can still help some people that are on the healthier side with a simplified issue term with return of premium. You can do a 20-year return of premium between age 50 and 60, and get them a smaller plan. It's going to cost them less. They're going to enjoy more coverage in the beginning, plus all this critical chronic terminal. And then once they with the policy for 20 years, they're going to get a cashback, and that cashback will allow them to actually prepay for all their funeral expenses, do things like that. People like it too. So, and it basically makes it a 20-year paid-up policy. So I talk to them about the cashback, how much they're going to get. I talk to our clients about what initial coverage they're going to get. They like it a lot. So for the same price, they can get initially way more coverage, and they can actually get the cashback and not worry about the payment down the road. There's a lot of value comes from that. So if you trying to help somebody with just life insurance, and they're looking for life insurance, and it's a life insurance lead or a referral, that's my go-to product as well, because it builds a lot of value with this, again, cashback, living benefits. When it comes to mortgage protection, there's a lot of things you can do with this product to increase the amount of value building with a client. So first of all, that 25-year return of premium is huge. So you can help a lot of people pay off their loans sooner. The way you position it is you just say, hey, always. I mean, I would not actually propose anything before I ask. So, and what I ask my clients always, hey, are you trying to pay off your mortgage sooner? Yes, I do. Okay, great. And also ask clients, how much money do you save per month? So, and I position this product as a savings product as well. That's going to allow them to pay off the mortgage sooner. I calculate the amortization on the mortgage. I make sure that I do everything correctly there, and they truly will pay off the loan 5 years sooner. And I present them the numbers. So, and the price between the 25 and the 30-year return of premium is actually very insignificant. Sometimes for certain age groups, 25-year comes out to be even less expensive. So people like that option. So another option is a 20-year return of premium. I really never did the 15 just yet, but the 20-year return of premium is huge for people between 50 and 60. So you can do that one. It's going to be about 20% more expensive than the 25 and the 30 year. But if it just makes sense to them, if it's husband and wife and you're trying to help them with paying off the house off sooner, 20 year might be a really good option. essentially sometimes even if it's just one person, you can still put them in a position to pay off the house sooner. So now from the underwriting standpoint, obviously I'm not going to go through the whole thing here, but the product is somewhat lenient. When it comes to, I'll give you like some bullet points here. When it comes to the blood pressure, if they take less than 3 medications, they should be good. Diabetes controlled with A1C levels under, I believe, 7.5, it should be good. Now, well, the thing is, actually, now that we have electronic application, they don't even ask about A1C, I believe. They just ask if it was under control. If their doctor believes it's under control, that's all the application asks you for. So as long as you say no, there's no complications, everything good, they're not taking insulin, just metformin. So you can help a lot of people with diabetes that is very well controlled. So as far as major things like heart attack, stroke, cancer, it's definitely a no-go for this product. So you definitely wanted to have the underwriting guide for this product saved on your laptop or whatever else you use. So they do have single impairment guide there that you can look up, and you'll be able to see which is acceptable, which is not. And a lot of times I was surprised that I didn't think my clients can qualify for the product. I looked at it and it said, yep. So like, for example, I think like fibromyalgia, for example. So I never thought that my clients could qualify for HMS product with fibromyalgia that is very well controlled. The only thing the application says and the guideline says there that as long as it's very well controlled and the person never missed work because of it, it should be a go. So you definitely got to look into the underwriting guidelines and to HMS guide to see what's going on there and if you can help the client with the product. So, and the best way to learn is to learn it yourself. If you learn it yourself, if you can just go into the guide for the product and look it up yourself, next time you'll be able to do it faster and you'll know what's going on and you'll learn. So if you looking up yourself and not calling your upline with this simple question, then you're learning faster. And then next time maybe you don't even have to look into the guide. So it's a very straightforward guide actually. So now difference between HMS 125, 150, I already mentioned that, it's just accidental. So obviously we know that HMS 150 pays a little bit more and creates more value. I'm not going to cover HMS 100 with you guys because we don't sell that product, period. We just don't. And I've learned, why we shouldn't. In one of the appointments that I had about a year and a half ago, I believe, I was just getting started. I remember actually during that appointment, I also called the hotline. And I said, hey, I'm in a situation where my client's saying they need to think about it because another agent is coming. They already met with one. I'm the second one. And I called the hotline. I spoke to somebody and they said, well, just tell them everybody's the same. You work with the same brokers. All the brokers work with the same companies. I'm sorry. So, and they all will be able to do the same exact things for you. So, and that's what I went back and said. I actually made a call from the bathroom of the house. I excused myself, went and called the hotline. So somebody helped me and I went back. I told my clients, they're actually still in the books. I told them, hey, listen, everybody's the same. We all have the same products. Why would you want to waste another hour? If you're okay working with me, let's take care of it tonight. So, and they were okay with that, a little bit nervous. I kind of put a pressure on them. Seemed like they didn't want to give me any of their information, but then I was able to get them to relax. So we applied, and that was actually HMS 125 product. Next thing I know, obviously I called them, they're approved, everything's great, and they were happy. And apparently the next agent, still came over and talked to them, and they proposed an HMS 100 product, and which would save them a couple dollars. And they called me and they said, hey, Ivan, here's the situation. The other agent offered the same exact thing, but it's less money. I said, well, it couldn't be the same thing. So they said, no, we actually want to, think about it. We're not sure. And I said, well, no problem. I'll come out. I'll pick up the policy. Not a big deal. Go with another agent. So obviously I said that to get back in the house. I sat down with them again and explained them the difference between HMS 125 and HMS 100. That difference in $3, $4, $5, whatever the difference was that they're getting back anyways, they were very much okay with paying for that extra coverage. And actually, the fact is they actually were on the way home that evening. They both saw a pretty, not pretty, but, deadly car crash, and so they're like, oh, this makes sense, and I was able to save the deal. And like, the more benefits you have to the policy, the more value it creates for the client. So and I've learned that very same day that HMS 100 is really not a right option for most of our clients. So HMS 125, 25% of extra accidental. HMS 150 is a go-to product, pays a little bit more commission too, creates more value. And I hope this training helped at least one person. So thank you very much for your time. Thanks for listening in. Again, this was Ivan, FFL Universe. If you guys have any questions, you can reach out to me on social, and have a great day.